Coming up on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy, presented by Bay State Savings Bank. The Division II West title is up for grabs as the Shepherd Hill Rams visit the Tantasqua Warriors. Shrewsbury looks to return to the postseason as the Colonials visit the upset-minded Milford Scarlet Hawks. It's a Thanksgiving Day newbie as the Nipmuck Warriors visit the Blackstone Valley Tech Beavers in the second Battle of Upton. In what could be a playoff preview, Holy Name visits the mountaintop to battle the Wachusett Mountaineers. And it doesn't get any bigger as the Fitchburg Red Raiders travel to Doyle Field to battle the Leominster Blue Devils. The frenzy begins now.
Come here as players, the physical you. You come here and you give everything you've gotten, and you make all of these memories, and there's a lot that goes with that. And in the end, you leave. Your spirit is here, but you're gone. And that's what this has to symbolize.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy presented by Bay State Savings Bank. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Kevin Shea alongside of Andy Lacombe. Biggest week of the year, biggest day of the year for the players, for the coaches, for the families, for the fans. Longtime St. Peter-Marian coach Owen Kilcoyne, who passed away this week. This was his favorite week, and this was his favorite day. We dedicate this show to Coach, and we had something for everyone today. We had games where teams had to win to get into the playoffs. We had overtime games. We had old-fashioned rivalry games with nothing at stake but bragging rights.
Great finishes, and as we heard from a lot of the kids on the football fields today, whether they had a shot to be in the playoffs or not, a win on Thanksgiving is always special, and today, a Super Bowl for many teams around central Massachusetts.
For Shepherd Hill and Tantasqua, the only undefeated team in Central Mass. They look to remain that way. Shepherd Hill knows what they have to do. They win, and they are in. We take you out to the reservation for the first of our many pregame speeches, and listen in on Tantasqua head coach Aaron Powell.
If you're an excuse maker, sit down. If you're a playmaker, stand up.
We're in recognition because you're now in the top 10 ranked teams. But all that aside, we have one more thing to do. And Shepherd Hill is waiting down there, and they're providing you with a great opportunity. And saying goes, when the window of opportunity shows itself, you're supposed to climb through the window. But a great coach once told me, a coach by the name of Tony Wood, said, "Don't climb through the window, baby. Go to the front door and kick it in. Let's get out there and unleash hell right now."
Let's go! I love it. I love it. Tony Wood won a Super Bowl with St. John's. He also won one with Bishop Fee.
On my mark, unleash hell.
First drive of the game, 3rd and 4. Nick Bolio breaks a couple tackles. Nick is off to the races. Explosive speed, a stiff arm to boot. And it's 6-0 Shepherd Hill. And the Warriors looking to respond. Corey LaValle rolling, looking, finds his friend and teammate Brandon Forcier behind the defense. Forcier is into the land of 6. Give him an extra drumstick at the table, 6 off. Second quarter, 2nd and 10 now. LaValle going to Joe Giroux. Giroux, good hands, takes it in stride, checks into the old Sturbridge Inn for 6 more. But all the fighting Rams do is charge. Brett Ankle, the Dudley Destroyer, stays on his feet to give the Hill the lead, 13-6 after the PAT. Watch this play, 25 seconds left in the half. Everyone's getting a touch on this play. The last man to get it is Corey LaValle, and he picks up a big first down and calls a timeout. 16 seconds left. LaValle, under pressure, tucks it and runs. To Sturbridge, to Brookfield, to Brimfield, to Holland, to Wales. Last man, touchdown for LaValle. 18-13 Tantasqua at the half.
Somebody knocked down the back judge.
First play, first drive of the second half. This is not a repeat. It is another LaValle run, running like a turkey on Thanksgiving Day, trying to get away from an angry farmer. He's down at the 6-yard line. 2 plays later. Lightning LaValle, because he can't catch him and he needs to eat. Runs in to make it 25-13 Tantasqua. Nick Bolio on the Hill never quit. Bolio gets some great blocking. He is into touchdown town. 25-20 Tantasqua in front. Shepherd Hill defense stepping up. They stop the unstoppable Corey LaValle to force a punt. 4th quarter. LaValle to Forcier. Down to the 3-yard line. Next play, Colby Bilodeau. pounding it into the end zone. 32-20 Tantasqua. 4th and 2 on the 3-yard line. Brett Ankle keeps it for the Rams, keeps it alive, and pulls them to within 5. It's 32-27, 55 seconds left for Shepherd Hill. Ball gets loose, Tantasqua recovers. They win their first Thanksgiving Day game since 1996, 32-27. They remain the only undefeated team in Central Mass.
It's huge just because like there's so much history between these two teams, and for us to get this last win against them, it's just it's awesome.
Leave this field saying I did the best I possibly can, and we can always accept the results of that. But I have this feeling if I get the best out of you, we're going to get the best results. No ifs, ands, or buts. Communicate to each other, which is always important. Be on each other's side. Show some emotions out there. It's okay. It's okay. When your teammate does something, let them know. Remind them. Today's special. The game's special. The rivalry's special. The results we want to be special.
So let's put it together, and like the coach said, don't leave it on the field. Let it all out. Hit them hard early. Let them know they're in a ball game, and try to wrap this thing up early. On 3, Rams. 1, 2, 3, Rams!
Superintendent Henry O'Donnell, no one better. He is such a friend of athletics, and he knows how big they are in a young man's life. Here we go, the Spartans and the Rams at LaSalle Field. First quarter scoreless game. Uxbridge's Pat McCrowan to Jason Silver. All right, Mike Padro picks it off. We're going to go down a little bit. Later,
the door is open, though. The door is open.
Here's Zach Zadelis to Casey
the door
Hipper.
in.
1st and goal for Northbridge at the 3-yard line. Next play, Terrell Damon moving into touchdown town. The Rams missed the conversion, so it's 6-0 Northbridge, ensuing Uxbridge possession. Silver to Mike Lovett. 31 yards on the catch and run. The drive would end on a 31-yard field goal attempt. Wide left. The two teams trading turnovers late in the first half. Northbridge holding on to a 6-0 halftime lead, and they eventually defeat Uxbridge 22-0. They are back in the playoffs. The Rams are going back to Coney Island.
Not yet. They need a Super Bowl first. VFW trophy up for grabs. Bartlett hosting Southbridge. Third quarter. This is the 88th meeting. 14-0 Pioneers. Tyler Ramsey on 4th down. Boom! Boom! Who's the toughest kid in Central Mass? Ramsey's got a first down inside the Bartlett 2-yard line. 2 plays later, Ramsey powers in for a touchdown, his second of the day, and it's 20-0 Southbridge. Show of hands, yes, it's a score. Then the defense swarming for the Pioneers. Danny Mercado and then Nate Power sacking the quarterback. Jesse Bond was running around all day, forcing the Bartlett punt, and there's a big pop coming on the punt. Look out. Big stick there, the ball's loose. Victor Martinez has it, but Jonathan Molesky making a nice open field tackle. Molesky, the all-hands guy. Best chain gang in the land, negotiating the mud on the sideline at Bartlett. These guys do it week in and week out. Southbridge was great on 4th down in the second half. Ramsey again on 4th down, hitting Power for another big first down in Bartlett territory. So the Pioneers trying to ice this one, setting up Ramsey, throwing it, and he drops it down the chimney to Victor Martinez. Touchdown strike. It's 26-0 Southbridge, and the Southbridge defense pitches the shutout. The Pioneers go on to win 33-0. Tyler Ramsey named the MVP of this historic game.
Oh, it's great because the last 3 years we've lost. And the 2 years before that, we got shut out, so it's finally good to come back here and shut them out and just have a good all-around team, game. Oh, it's great. See, this is our Super Bowl. We don't care what happens after this. We know, we might not get in. It doesn't really matter to us because this is our Super Bowl. Our season's, complete when we win this game, so it's complete. Good season.
I know it. You know it. You are not a 2-8 football team. You are a much better football team than a 2-8 team. I know it, and you know it. But I'll tell you something. One beautiful thing about this game, guys, a win can heal. A win can heal. Everything we made wrong, every mistake you made this year, every mistake I made, every mistake any other coach, any one of you made, anything wrong you did can be healed with a win today.
Let's go. Right now.
You win this game.
Andrew Tuccio with a speech. The Battle of Breesy Bend. Leicester and Prouty, third quarter, no score. Sean Morton running tough for the Wolverines. And then it's Jason Kenaway, one of the leading rushers in Central Mass. He's into the end zone. 7-0 Leicester. Fourth quarter, Kenaway. He's got a nose for the goal line. He is in for 6 more. It's 13-0 Leicester. PAT is blocked. Morton is alert. Scoops it up. Runs it in for 2 more. It is 15-0 Leicester. Prouty looking to answer. Mike Grass is going deep. Kenaway back there, and he picks it off. The Wolverines hold on defense, and Leicester wins the Battle of Breesy Bend, 15-0.
Awesome, especially with a W. I mean, we lost 3 years in a row. I mean, this just, like one of our teammates said, it's just a perfect Band-Aid for how our seasons went this year.
Feels great. You know, we lost. I played in the last 3 games, and we lost. Nail biters in 2 of them when we got blown out. But today, couldn't be a better feeling. Couldn't go out any better.
We all just fought hard. We all did our responsibilities. We did what we needed to do to win this game.
All right, hey, that's a good finish for Leicester.
Hey, Millbury and Grafton. Grafton looking for a winning season. It's 14-6 Millbury in the third quarter. And Grafton trying to make things happen with Nick LaCroix on the outside, picking up the first down. Nick LaCroix, Kev?
Nicky's having a big year.
Same drive, fourth quarter now. Wayne Page giving it to LaCroix, who throws it, but it's intercepted by Ryan McNamara, and we have Woolly football.
McNamara's banned.
Bam, bam. Millbury, they move the ball. Fourth down, Bucky Ridgers tossing. It's knocked down by Alex Rutfield, the Rut. Turning the ball over on downs with the Grafton defense. Buddy, great job. Get the hands up, buddy. Time running out in the fourth. Page dropping back. Finds Ryan Ruggieri. Great grab on the sideline for a first down. However, Grafton trying to come back here. Now it's fourth down. Page looking to throw. Pressure on him. Throws it up, and it's intercepted by Chris Boulay. And Boulay and Millbury goes on to win this. A tough one, 14-6. Bucky Richards on the win.
Feels good. Always feels good to win on Thanksgiving. The turkey's a lot better. Really good rival, good tradition. It's always good to win on Thanksgiving.
You guys went to the run.
There you go. Millbury's the winner. They're going to the playoffs. Auburn going to the playoffs, taking on Oxford. 38th Turkey Day meeting. The Rockets have won 8 straight. Rockets' first offensive play. John LaRue to Tyler Beatty. Tyler Beatty looks like Randy Moss the way he goes up and gets the ball. 20-yard strike, 7-0 Auburn. And when they score, the cheerleaders at Auburn do push-ups.
They've been scoring a lot of points, those cheerleaders.
Next drive, John LaRue, QB sneak, 62 yards. Johnny, I take it back. You're going to steal bases at Northeastern. Look at the speed and the grace with which he finishes. Auburn up 14-0.
Not fair. That's offside.
Auburn is rolling. LaRue finding Steve Chalupka. Chalupka, the senior, having a big day. First down in Oxford
He'd like
territory.
to have dinner with Angelina Jolie, Chalupka.
Next play, LaRue to Antonio Leatham, 22-yard seam touchdown. And Auburn is up 21-0, still in the first quarter, so the push-ups getting harder for the Auburn High cheerleaders. Auburn defense then, very stout first quarter. Jose Reyes, El Gato, breaks up the pass to screen, but drops the pick 6. Jose, I'm going to be on you for that. Next Auburn possession, Brandon Van Beekum coming back the other way. Van Beekum, he's a power runner. He's not supposed to be doing this. Leaping into the end zone. 28-0 Auburn, 4 touchdowns on 6 offensive plays, and now more push-ups, and Rocky the Rocket doing the Heisman pose. Oxford, they stay right there. Nick Stockhouse is a big-time player, and he will be. The sophomore answers to Jeff Bolio, 35-yard strike. Pirates on the board, 28-6. Auburn wins 42-12.
This is the first time we'll be playing Nipmuck on Thanksgiving. This becomes a rivalry now. It becomes a war, a crossroads war, that we have to go out and we have to win this game today. You guys need to play every down, every single down. It's about blocking, it's about tackling, and it's about scoring. That's what this is about. If you don't have goosebumps right now and just the chills, take your helmet off and go away. Because Thanksgiving is what football was designed for. God made Thanksgiving so that we can play on Thanksgiving. And it's going to be a lot of fun today, okay? We're going to war. We're going to war today against that team across the street. And Dan Roy, where are you? If you didn't think I was going to war with you, you were damn wrong, because I am. Let's go!
This is what the Pilgrims and the Indians had in mind when they sat down for the first Thanksgiving.
Ken Guerin has never looked better.
Oh, Ken Guerin, assistant coach. Glenn Arnold, the head coach, first quarter. And then is Eric Schlegel with the interception for Nipmuck. Now, Nipmuck driving. Fourth down, Derek Fernandez to Kevin Roach. It is batted away by Chad Holbrook, and that ends the threat. Second quarter now, Blackstone Valley Tech with the ball. Warner Witherell, way back, finds Jeremy Fry. Listen to this hit. Oh my. Jeremy Fry
Punisher
is like Robert Newhouse. A human bowling ball, he just batters people. First down for the Beavers. Nipmuck now with the ball.
That's
Fernandez
old school.
handing it off to Matt Smith. You're a Cowboys fan, you know who he is.
That's old school.
And that sets up this. Right there. Nipmuck threatening. Fernandez looking. Finds Schlegel again. It's a number between 5 and 7. We'll call it 6, folks. Nipmuck would fake the try, score 2 more, and that is your only score of the game. Nipmuck wins it over Blackstone Valley Tech, 8-0. Your final.
Great speech, though. Blanket weather last night, Turkey Day Eve, north and south, and look at the steam rising off the Polar Bears, and the Polar Bears steaming very early. Marching, Kevin Portee behind his blocks, 24-yard scamper for the touchdown. That tied John Pepe's North High School touchdown record. It's 6-0, Polar Bears. South would answer on their first possession. John Moores flying into the land of 6. With the PAT, it would be 7-6, Colonels. And then a little bit of love for the Colonels D. Justice Boateng sheds 2 blocks and takes down Humphrey Souza, a very tough man to tackle, and Boateng the tackle for the loss. But North's offense gets right back on track. A couple plays later, Gene Torres. Torres following Augusto Diaz into touchdown town. It's 12-7 North. Torres had a big game because he's playing some D as well. Back in the secondary, South looking to throw. Torres picks off the pass, and North would hold. And then who else to finish off the next North Polar Bear drive? Gene Torres again, finishing it with a touchdown, 18-7 North. At that point, Polar Bears win 46-23.
All right, here's how things shake out now. Auburn and Northbridge Division 2A. Again, the times and the places will be determined a little later on, but these 2 squads will play on Tuesday. Always a great rivalry game, always a big battle. Millbury, Tantasqua, that's going to be a good one as well. Tantasqua continuing with that undefeated record.
And both of these games rematches of regular season games, and you can't really say enough about the way Tantasqua played today. A shootout just like last year, but this year it's Tantasqua coming up with the defensive play, the turnover late to get the victory over Shepherd Hill, undefeated. And you know what? Aaron Powell's really done some great things down there, and Tantasqua has a lot to be proud of.
They're kicking in the door. They're playing great. And how about the Northbridge-Auburn rematch you're going to see on Tuesday night? You know Northbridge wanted this. They've been licking their chops ever since they lost to Auburn earlier in the season. There was a lot of rumors out there. Is Padro going to play? Is Zadelis going to play? Well, they both played today, and they led Northbridge to that victory that puts them in the playoffs on Tuesday. And you know that Ken LaChapelle and crew are going to have some tricks up their sleeve. You're going to see a wide-open offense there. And Jeff Cormier, their defense, Sean Sullivan, they're going to look to lock him down because they did that in the first meeting.
Never trust the rumors. The rumors were Zadelis, he lost a leg and he was shipped off to Poland. I don't know.
Thought he was a pirate.
Back. He's back.
One eye, a wooden leg.
He looked pretty healthy to me.
He looked great. Their whole team looked great. We're going to take a break. This is just the appetizer, folks. We've got plenty more football to get to. As Ken Guerin said, this is what Thanksgiving was made for. Stay with us. Welcome back. Kevin Shea and Andy Lacombe here, enjoying the Frenzy Marathon with you. And through the years, some great memories for us, covering games in all kinds of elements, cold and snow and rain, and then coming back here and having a donut eating competition.
I can't believe how big my hair was. And you're like a flutie dude. You had a flutie dude for a while. You look like a middle linebacker. But yeah, we had some great experiences on Thanksgiving Day, last-minute finishes, ice bowl, like snow one year back in 2005, and games where it meant more than just Thanksgiving. It meant playoffs, possibly Super Bowl opportunities for the team that won.
I now have a tear in my eye remembering those days when Thanksgiving Day games actually determined the playoffs. That was fantastic. when teams had to win on Thanksgiving to get into the playoffs, and sometimes Fitchburg and Leominster play and then play again in the playoffs.
And your personal best for donuts on Thanksgiving Day?
8 or 9.
Enjoy.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
A 2-alarm fire caused a substantial amount of damage. A carbon monoxide leak in Leicester sent 3 people to the hospital. An Auburn man faces a judge Wednesday in an animal cruelty case. A tractor-trailer fire on the Pike early Tuesday morning.
Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3. Coming up on the Thanksgiving Day football frenzy, city rivals square off at the General's Den as Burncoat faces Doherty. It's a South County battle as Shepherd Hill visits Tantasqua. Blackstone Valley rivals face off as Millbury takes on Grafton. And it's one of the state's oldest rivalries when Southbridge visits Bartlett. The Frenzy on Charter TV3. The Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and Bay State Savings Bank.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Good ones as well. The emotion, it's out there everywhere today. And you look at a Groton-Dunstable team, first year as a program, all into themselves. You know that this was special to have Thanksgiving Day with your own school, with your own team.
Thanksgiving Day at home, and Groton-Dunstable already going to the playoffs, taking on Tyngsboro. First ever meeting between the two schools on Thanksgiving. Second quarter, 20-12, Groton-Dunstable. Tyngsboro throws. It's picked off by the Marauder, number 6 in the program. Pick 6, it's 27-12. Crusaders.
A Marauder on Thanksgiving.
Why not? Third quarter, Ryan Romick fakes the give, and Romick is going to run option, and he is just smooth. Romick gearing up for hoop season. Not yet. 34-12, Groton-Dunstable.
How about the Minutemen firing the musket?
And you know what? I think they got the chest bump down after week 1. Fourth quarter, Matt Hamill now. Hamill with a touchdown run, opening up big holes. 41-12, Groton-Dunstable. Tyngsboro to the air, already in progress. Matt Donahue carrying the mail deep into Crusader territory, where he is finally run down. Sets up Zach Foley from Tyngsboro. Shoots the gap, shoots the glass. He's in for a touchdown, 41-18. Tyngsboro gets a 2-point conversion, but Groton-Dunstable goes on to win 41-20 on Thanksgiving.
It just shows how hard we've worked and how far we've come all season. Just worked so hard to beat a team like Tyngsboro. So it's just paying off, I guess.
From the day you started as freshmen, you guys have been here for 4 years. You've been through the thick and the thin. You've been through the up and the downs, okay? We're on the upside of this now. Let's continue with that upside and finish with a big victory today. Let's go. Okay? Thanksgiving win for the seniors. Let's bring it out for the seniors and build it big for our next season. 09. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, Dave Tingloff firing up West Boylston and Quabbin. Frozen tundra up there this morning. First quarter, Quabbin going up top, and Shane Sampson doing his usual double duty as a safety and a quarterback, picks it off. And the Lions making it count. Sampson calls his own number on the QB sneak. He's in for 6. It is 6-0 WB. Quabbin answering. Tyler Prispek to Matt Jerzik. Jerzik right in your living room. And then it's Prispek on the QB sneak. He plows into the land of 6. It is 7-6 Quabbin after the PAT. Second quarter. Sampson bringing his hitting hat. Oh, that is a big stick by Shane. And then the WB getting tricky on the ensuing drive. Rob Lombardi, the halfback option pass to Eli Johnson for the touchdown. It is 12-7 West Boylston. And the Lions going for 2. Lombardi will not be denied. He's in for 2, 14-7 West Boylston. The WB goes on to win 36-19.
Ayer and Littleton. It was a big game last year. Littleton's already in the playoffs this year. First quarter, scoreless game. Littleton's Jordan White running the football. And White gaining 36 yards, picking up a first down for Littleton. Next play, Eric White running it right through the middle, and White is going to go in for 6. And Littleton's on top, 7-0 after the extra point. Ayer now with the ball. Missed on the pitch there. Mike Rentschler recovering the fumble for Littleton. Tigers opportunistic on defense. First down now, and here we go. Mike Rentschler gets the call, and he gets the touchdown. Littleton on top, 2 scores now. Extra point good, 14-0 Tigers. Ayer would answer. Ryan Carrule dropping back to throw, gets some air under it. Brian Wallace. I am Brian Wallace. Gets the touchdown for Ayer. 2-point conversion, no good. Littleton goes on to win 34-13.
Full house at Murdock. Murdock hosting Narragansett. Warriors moving, Steven Ciamataro. It's Marion Webb, and Webb picks up a hard charging first down. It's 1st and goal for Gansett. A couple plays later, Nate Vitalis. Nate Vitalis plows into the land of 6. It is 6-0 Narragansett. Second quarter now. Murdock driving. Evan Brew. Evan Brew, you see him running the little wheel route there, circles out, catches the swing pass. Corralled by Jake Parker inside the 5, just like we knew what was going on. Followed Brew. 4th and goal, the Gansett D bowing up. Shane McAfee shoots the gap. The Warriors holding on defense. And then we've got some more offense. Sierra Mataro hits Ryan Laraba late in the game for the 2-point conversion. Gansett wins 14-13.
Hudson and Marlborough. Band playing on AC Carter. First drive of the game. Running for a first down for Marlborough. Next play, Carter gets it again, and he's in for 6 for the Panthers, up 7-0. Now Hudson's turn. Jack Sprague throws, but he's picked up by A.J. Serra. Second quarter, AC Carter running through another hole, and he's got another first down. Hudson D would stop them, though. Next Marlborough drive, Graham Asom connecting with Kanan Severin. And that's a big play because it sets up a couple plays later, 2nd and goal. Asom on the run. Cam Cieslik with a big hit at the goal line. 4th and goal now. And the Hudson D holds. But Marlborough goes on to win 34-0 is your final.
A lot of history in that game. Neshoba Tech hosting Monty Tech last night. The cheerleaders doing the Macarena. First quarter, Viking drive. Corey Tremblay.
Interesting choice.
Burst of speed. It's a foot race to the end zone. And the senior is gone. 47 yards on the touchdown. It is 7-0 Neshoba Tech. And he is a hoss who can fly. Monty Tech trying to answer. Mike Anderson. Throwing, but Pat Kilbride picks it off. And Kilbride is not done. He takes it deep into Monty Tech territory. And that sets up Tremblay. Tiz pounding it into the end zone with the PAT. It is 14-0 Vikings. More from the home team. Tyler Greathead to Trombley, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Things are going good for Trombley.
What a night.
Extra point snap, gets away, but no fear. Who's on it? Trombley. Running. Trombley throwing. Blair Ersprung connecting on the 2-point conversion. 22-0 Neshoba Tech. They go on to win 35-0 is your final.
Also last night, St. Bernard's and Lunenburg. Lunenburg undefeated going into the game. First quarter, St. B's Evan Brudeau. Brudeau takes the handoff, finds some space, and is gone. It's going to be a touchdown run for the Bernardians, and it's 7-0. You know, St. Bernard's 6-3 entering this game. They are having themselves a very nice season. Lunenburg, Chris Bramble, one of the most prolific passers in Central Mass Fires, but Kevin Bresnahan with the interception there for St. Bernard's. And now the second quarter, and Lunenburg forced to punt and it would be Bordeaux on the punt return for the Bernardians. Bordeaux with the return. He's got the wall. He's got the blocks. And Bordeaux's got the speed. He's going to go. It's a special teams touchdown. 13-0 St. Bees. Bernardians, they want some more. Taylor Lively rolling and finding Justin Quill for a touchdown. It'll be 19-0 Bernardians at the half, and St. Bernard's wins it 19-14 over Lunenburg.
All right, here are your Division III playoffs. You have Assabet Valley Tech and Groton-Dunstable in Division 3A. Again, Tuesday night, time and place to be determined. Littleton and Lunenburg, the Division III matchup, and again, time and place to be determined. And that Assabet Valley Tech Groton-Dunstable game, another rematch game, and that one's going to be a good one as well.
Absolutely. You know, Groton-Dunstable has a very tough game earlier in the year with Assabet Valley. Assabet Valley's defense is good as anyone's in this division. And I think Assabet Valley has a lot of different tools, and will they be able to contain Ryan Romick? It's going to be a great game. Assabet Valley, the other thing about them, Kev, they've got unfinished business. They were in this position last year, lost to Valley Tech, and now the seniors on this team want to finish things off and go to a Super Bowl.
And you know Rob McCann's going to have them ready. He has his teams ready year in and year out. And how about this Littleton team? Well, last year, the Tigers coming so close, unfinished business maybe for Littleton as well. They have been steamrolling over teams this season, so Littleton with another shot at redemption as well. We'll have to see how it all shakes out on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and was there a chink in the Lunenburg armor? But St. Bees beats Holy Name and Lunenburg to finish out
They
their
closed
year.
the season
That's
so
big.
strong, St. Bernard's. Division I when we come back.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
High levels of PCB were found in tests around windows and doors. A Holden barn is severely damaged after a fire rips through the structure.
And an in-depth local forecast.
I never had a face for television.
I'm a little jealous of the kids that have this ability to go away to college. Spring break. That was a coffee break for me and a cigarette.
I get up early every morning with one thing in mind. I want my audience to be informed, engaged, and entertained.
I'm Lisa Condit from the Hanover Theatre. Join me every Thursday during Worcester News Tonight at 10 p.m. for the Hanover Theatre This Week.
Join me on the Hank Stoltz Experience. People are always asking me, what is the experience? Well, that's the beauty of it. It's everything that has to do with Central Massachusetts.
Welcome to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. My name is Tim Murray, President and CEO of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to the Mayor's Forum. I'm Mayor Joe Petty.
Welcome to Central Mass Chronicles. My name is Alan Fletcher. I am your host.
Hello and welcome, WooTube viewers. Thank you for joining us for another episode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. I'm Kevin Kay, alongside the head coach of the Holy Cross Crusaders, Bill Gibbons.
Up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
First quarter, Wachusett, Sam Brewer with a big run.
Shot, score! Oh, look at that score! And the Railers get back-to-back goals.
The Pod Sox are going to win it.
Coming up on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy, city rivals square off at the General's Den as Burncoat faces Doherty. It's a South County battle as Shepherd Hill visits Tantasqua. Blackstone Valley rivals face off as Millbury takes on Grafton. And it's one of the state's oldest rivalries when Southbridge visits Bartlett. The Frenzy on Charter TV3. The Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and Bay State Savings Bank.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, Division I, you had a lot of playoff spots that were still kind of hanging in the balance. Of course, you had the Fitchburg, Leominster, you had Shrewsbury, Milford, just a lot of great games and a lot of teams. Doherty still with a chance to be in as well.
Yeah, and who was going to play who? You know, if Fitchburg wins, would Holy Name and Wachusett play each other today and then on Tuesday?
Yeah, an incredible way. We're going to start it off with Wachusett and Holy Name up at the mountaintop. Great crowd on hand. Both teams already in. As Andy said, third quarter, 14-0 Wachusett. Knapp's on the move. Sean Kelly with the run, and the Mountaineers have their hitting hats on. Casey Devereaux with a big stick. Next play, Kelly cuts it back. Tyler Lindbergh strips the football. Cam Brigham recovers for Wachusett. And the Mountaineers trying to make something happen right away as they go deep. But Billy DeRozier's back there, and he picks it off for Holy Name. Ensuing drive, fourth quarter, 4th and 3 for the Naps on the Wachusett 15, and the Mountaineers defense holds. Good hitting in this game from both sides. Nick Fritz croaking someone. Sean Quinlivan, absolutely perfect pass. Drops it right down the chute to Kellen Haynes in stride for the touchdown. Wachusett wins 20-0. They celebrate.
Oh man, big win. We wanted to keep that #1 spot, and we did it. Everyone came out with intensity, heart, and we just played our hearts out.
You know, it's a great win. Holy Name's always a tough team. They beat us the last 3 years, so it's my first time ever beating them on Thanksgiving. Feels great, you know.
The win was great. Nothing like coming out on Thanksgiving and shutting out Holy Name. They have a great offense, and our defense stepped up and played pretty good.
It was a great win for everybody. You know, shut out for the defense. Offense held their ground. It was just a great win for our program on Thanksgiving.
Rematch on Tuesday for those two.
I didn't tell you this. Cam Brigham, defensive MVP. Shrewsbury visiting Milford. Let's get right to it. Tied at 6 in the third. The Hawks, rather. Thomas Leung fired, intercepted by Alex Jalbert, and the Colonials would capitalize. Paul Tizzano knocks it through from 21 yards to field goal, 9-6 Shrewsbury. Back come the Scarlet Hawks. Brendan Casey finding the end zone from 5 yards out. A methodical march gives Milford a 13-9 lead with 4:03 to play. Shrewsbury would not be denied, though, on the ensuing drive. 4th and inches. Hussein Yatim. First down, Colonials. Later, 3rd and 8. Same drive. It's Yatim again. This time on a screen, picking up another tough first down for Shrewsbury. And we roll the clock down to a minute.
That's a good call, too.
30 to play in this game. After Shrewsbury called timeout, Nate Theodos shoots it on the outside shoulder of Richie Doobie. He's out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. And now Shrewsbury knocking on the door. Tizzano slams into the end zone. Shrewsbury 16-13 with 41 seconds to play now. And the Colonials have come up big in the Colonial defense. The Wild Boys, they hang on and win this one 16-13. Jamie Weed, defensive MVP. Hussein Yatim is the offensive MVP. And the MVP, there's Hussein Yatim winning the offensive MVP. The most outstanding player all around, Paul Tizzano, named in this game. And Tizzano, after he got his award, spoke about the win and his team's second half mindset.
We knew coming into the game that it was do or die. We talked about it all week. Biggest game of the year against Milford. You know, we know coming in that Milford's always going to be a very physical team. Regardless of the record, they're going to give us all they got. So, you know, we just knew we had to step it up. We knew we were the better team, and we came out and got it done. But we got momentum with that field goal, and then they came back and right back and just took it to us. But, you know, we knew all week. Our coach gave us a speech. He said, "Don't quit." So, you know, we knew that we had a chance to come back. So right when we got on offense, you know, we didn't waste any time. Went right back down and scored.
Milford coach Tom Cullen got right in the Shrewsbury huddle after the game. Class guy, wished the Colonials well in the playoffs. Will it be Fitchburg or Leominster on Tuesday? We will see now.
We begin right now. Full house at Doyle Field for the 125th meeting between Fitchburg and Leominster. Estimated 6,000 people in attendance. Last play of the first half.
Who's that guy?
That is a festive man. That is a very festive man. And he got in free.
Where's your hat?
Kyle Phillips drops back. Corey Luden can't make the interception. Ball deflects to Quentin Perkins for the score. The 2-point conversion gives the Red Raiders a 14-6 halftime lead on that Hail Mary. Second half, Leominster driving. Patrick O'Connor gets to the outside, slogs through the mud for a first down. Ball at the 1. O'Connor on the QB sneak. Powers in. Leominster's within 2. It's 14-12. 2-point conversion now. O'Connor All right, we missed it. We're going to skip right over it. Fourth quarter, Fitchburg forced to punt. Bad snap, sails over McNamara's head. Gino Gasparo and Corey Mastrapasqua clean him up. Blue Devils take over. Red Raiders defense bowing up. Mastrapasqua on the sweep. But Perkins makes a great play. The tackle for the loss, and the Red Raiders would take over on downs. Mind you, we are tied up at 14 at this point. Fitchburg looking to take the lead. Phillips airs it out for Orlando Anderson. But Mastrapasqua is there for the pick, and he is not done. He is off to the races. Mastrapasqua. You saw some laundry fly there, so hold up. Mastrapasqua's into the end zone, but hold everything. There it is. A flag negates the touchdown. We are still tied late in the game. Phillips on the play action. Finds Perkins on 3rd and 18 for a big first down. And the Red Raiders are driving. Less than a minute to go. Greg Mendez up the middle. Down to the Leominster 15. Fitchburg now knocking on the door. 2 seconds left. Luke Arno for the 20-yard field goal in the win. It is blocked. Jared Wilbon blocks it for Leominster. We're going to overtime. Leominster with the ball first in OT. 4th and 7. Dimitri Albizzo. The 25-yard field goal attempt bounces off the crossbar and in. Leominster's up 17-14. The Doyle crowd field is going bananas. Fitchburg, first play of overtime. Mendez on the sweep. Mendez breaks a tackle, gets to the outside. He's gone 10 yards for the score. Fitchburg wins it 20-17. Unbelievable finish.
I'm just so proud of our kids. Yeah. Leominster did a great job, and they deserve a lot of credit too. But this is what Thanksgiving's all about.
I went around the corner. I knew I was going to score. My brother! Started jumping up. It's the best feeling of my life. It's the best feeling ever.
So it's Shrewsbury, Fitchburg once again. St. John, St. Peter-Marian. SPM helmet has Coach K. Again, this is a tribute to Owen Kilcoyne. And OK on the St. John's helmet for Owen Kilcoyne. Class move from both schools, and Owen Kilcoyne's grandson, Owen, decked out in SPM purple as it should be.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Second quarter, St. John's up 7-6 and looking for more. Zach Kofos to Rob Blanchflower, and Blanchflower laying down the hammer into the end zone. Blanchflower showing why Tulane, BC, West Point, and a host of others are knocking on his door. It's 14-6. Pioneers. Later in the second, Kofos going up top. James Lazat is his target. A great catch with a defender on his back who would set up a 1st and goal for St. John's. Next play from scrimmage, Al Mitchell. Taking the pitch behind a block from Lazat, setting Mitchell free. 8 yards for the score, giving St. John's a 21-6 halftime lead. St. Peter-Marian fans, they are not worried. They are fired up for the Guardians, as well they should be. Third quarter, SPM looking to get a drive going. Lamar Edmonds scrambling, but Dave Loftus in full pursuit, bringing him down, forcing a punt. Ensuing Pioneer drive, Dan Light, less filling than Dan Heavy, taking the pitch, breaking in for a tackle. He's in for a score. St. John's goes on to win 28-6. After the game, Rob Blanchflower talking about the win.
Today we got the running game going. Our running back, Andrew Dugan, got hurt, but we put in Dan Light and he did the job. The run game worked. We were blocking fine. Defense stood up. We had trouble. We let up 20 or more points in the past 2 games, so that was a big problem for us. That's why we lost against Wachusett and Leominster, so we kept points off the board defensively, and we got to run it down, so that's what I think we did right for the win.
Success! Our success this year has nothing to do what could go on in Milford and Shrewsbury today. It's what you do today. Control what you can control. Control what you can control. The dream, and it's out there, okay? The dream is out there, okay? I'm not Yowan Smallwood. I'm from Doherty. You're not taking my dream. I'm George Ortiz. I'm from Doherty. You're not taking my dream. I'm Rashad Morales. I'm from Doherty. You're not taking my dream. We are Doherty. Get right in here. He's Burncoat on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woo! I'm Kevin Shea. My dream is just right now to get to the highlights. That is an outstanding speech. Sean Mulcahy never disappoints.
My dream is to get to the turkey dinner. Is there going to be one?
Tacos. First quarter, no score. Burncoat running the Wildcat. Alex Fedler taking the pitch, hitting the corner. He's gone 26 yards for the score, but hold on. Flags on the play, offsetting penalties, negating the score. Later in the first, you said strikes were slim. Jonathan Winbush taking the handoff, fighting for an extra yard. That's offsides.
That was offsides.
But the ball is stripped by Rashawn Morales and Gavin Halloran. Right there, falling on the fumble, giving the Highlanders great field position. On the ensuing drive, I just had too much extra time.
That's
Gene
offside.
Batista going right, cutting it back the other way, waiting for some blockers. Batista 17 yards for the first down. Next play, Yowen Smallwood. No one is taking his dream. 4 yards for the score. 7-0 Dory. Later in the second, Takina Omobakuzi taking the handoff, punishing defenders all the way into the end zone. 14-0 Doherty. They go on to win 42-6.
How about official Matt Bodette? He must have slept at Commerce Bank Field. He did the North-South game last night. Gardner hosting Oakmont, and the Wildcats band warming things up in the half, third quarter, 13-6 Gardner. Steven Gassero hitting Tyrone Notice, and there's a little sense of the mud on the sidelines. He's knocked out of bounds by James Rupp, and the drive would stall. Next Wildcat possession, Ryan Cormier behind a big block from Rob Harris-Samoitz. Springing him, Cormier is gone for pay dirt. PAT would fail. It's 19-6 Gardner. And Oakmont would come back. Jesse Hunt had a big game. Jesse Hunt finding Eric Howlett, and it's a big first down when he's eventually knocked down in the muck and the mire for Oakmont. That would set up Hunt. Looking to throw, got time, steps up, fires, hits Seth Sheridan in the end zone with the PAT. It's now 19-13. Gardner. Steve Dubzinski getting concerned. Next Oakmont drive, Hunt scrambling in the mud. It's Jackson Haley, a senior, for a touchdown. Ties the game at 19-19. Oakmont went for 2, but it failed, so we're still tied at 19. Gardner would respond. Gercio airing it out. Tyrone Notice serving notice on Turkey Day. Wildcats are back on top, 25-19. This is all occurring in the fourth quarter. Spartans drive right back down the field. Hunt finds Howlett for a touchdown. It's tied at 25-25 with 21 seconds left in the game. Now the all-important extra point, the kicking game. The kick is up, it is good, and Oakmont wins it 26-25 over Gardner. Special teams the factor.
Algonquin and Westboro picked this one up late in the game, fourth quarter. 14-6 Westboro. Rangers punting. Fumble, and the ball is loose. And J.J. Belageron recovering for Westboro. And the Rangers going right to work. 2 plays later, Rob O'Connor following 2 kick-out blocks from Sam Nichols. You will not catch O'Connor. In for the score, 20-6 Westboro. Westboro marching again. Nichols breaking through into the secondary. Nichols picking up a big chunk of change. He did some work, you got to reward him.
That was a pretty good little alliteration. Chunk of change, Nichols, good stuff.
Nichols in for the touchdown, 27-6 Westboro. Just trying to capture the spirit of it. Rangers win it 27-6.
It was an outstanding game played by the seniors. The junior class is coming up to be seniors, and that's the kind of way we took it. It's a senior day for our juniors and seniors, juniors going into next year and seniors leaving our program. Our senior class, we couldn't have done it without them. They're great, dirty dozen guys that just get the job done, and it was awesome today to see that happen for them. Well-deserved win for the senior class of this year.
Mark Ellis and Westboro celebrate. North Middlesex in the show, but North Middlesex hosting the show. The Patriots looking to close out the season with a win. And on the opening kickoff, it's Nick Morgan taking it. Gets into a scrum, the ball is loose. Neshoba's Dan Fenstermaker recovering. And the Chieftains with the ball at the Patriots' 30-yard line. Chieftains fired up, they're ready to go. Jackton pump, 4th and 7. Bobby Falvey on a QB sweep. He's got some blocks out in front. Ryan Williams will deliver the one there, a key block. It's a first down for Falvey to the North Middlesex 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
A couple plays later, Travis Patterson, the Bolton Bull, is in from a yard out. It's a score, and Neshoba's up 7-0 after the PAT. Patriots, first offensive play from scrimmage. The ball's on the ground. Paul Murray scoops it up and heads the other way. It's a scoop and score.
Racing a car.
Racing what looked to be a Saturn SUV, we believe. We think Murray was faster, 14-0. Patriots, they would answer back. John Dolciotto airing it out downfield. DJ Webb has it. It's first down in the Neshoba 27. More of North Middlesex air attack. Dolciotto hitting Morgan in the end zone. Cuts the lead to 14-6. Neshoba, though, goes on to win 42-12.
All right, here is your Division I playoff scenario. Holy Name Wachusett, they will do it all over again on Tuesday. This one is going to be at Wachusett. And then Fitchburg and Shrewsbury, a rematch from last year's playoff game that Shrewsbury won. These two teams certainly don't like each other. This Fitchburg-Shrewsbury, there's going to be a lot of bad blood there. And then the Wachusett Holy Name, I mean, you set the table today. It was a physical game, a lot of talk back and forth a little bit on the field there, and they're going to get it going again on Tuesday. Holy Name had Billy DeRozier, got banged up late in the game. He left the field, so it'll be a question, is DeRozier healthy enough to come back? Kevin Green, he is expected back for Holy Name. They have missed him the last couple weeks. He was in uniform today, did not play. He will provide a big boost for Holy Name, but how much is the psychological advantage going to Wachusett? Because they won round one today. The Wachusett defense was very stifling, and if you're Holy Name, you're looking at turnovers. Turnovers is what led to all of the points for Wachusett. Their defense came up big. They forced a lot of turnovers, and then offensively, they cashed them in.
Can't we all just get along? It's Thanksgiving.
No.
It's Thanksgiving. You know what? Definitely the advantage to Wachusett because they go out and they win the football game, and now they have a little bit of an edge going into Tuesday's game, but you never know what's going to happen with Holy Name. Fitchburg and Shrewsbury, a very interesting matchup because you know what? Fitchburg, they were a great team last year, expected to go all the way. Shrewsbury, a great team, undefeated. Both lost some key seniors. Both are programs that got back to where they need to be in the playoffs. Paul Tizzano is a true leader, and he's got a lot of seniors that have came back and guys even in the junior class in the Shrewsbury team that have come on and really stepped up this year.
And we got to thank the Southbridge and the Sturbridge police departments too for helping one of our guys out of a jam who locked his keys in the car. So we brought the Tantasqua highlights back thanks to the work of the Southbridge and Sturbridge police departments. Here are the rest of the scores from around the area. All right, welcome back.
The streak is over.
We are back.
The streak is over in Western Mass, and we come back specially just to talk about this because Longmeadow falls today on Thanksgiving Day to East Longmeadow, 16-13, a 47-game winning streak snapped for the Lancers, a tremendous run, and East Longmeadow, the last team to beat Longmeadow years ago back in 2000.
So the longest winning streak in the state belongs to?
Acton-Boxborough.
Acton-Boxborough.
Acton-Boxborough. Not when you were there, though.
No, we didn't start the streak. We didn't start
a different streak.
We started a losing streak when I was there. Hey, all right, we're going to take a timeout. We will be back with more Man of the Match time when we return.
We're proud to lead with high school sports stories because we know that's important to our viewers, that's important to our communities. I think it's incredibly unique because you just don't see this amount of coverage other places. We can do 5 and 6 minutes at 10 o'clock, whereas other stations might do 2.5 minutes, and of that, 30 seconds is on high school sports.
It's very easy to be enthusiastic watching these guys play, whether it's high school football or field hockey or lacrosse.
When you see somebody make an outstanding play, you're kind of fired up about that. I come back and I'm like, Kev, I couldn't believe this play I saw in this game.
To see and to kind of be able to capture some of those magic moments when you're there to witness history, that's really cool. We're out there every day shooting the games ourselves and coming back and editing it and writing it ourselves.
You get a certain insight that you don't get if you're, say, in a press box.
We never forget the players that come from Central Mass. Those that are lucky enough to play professional sports, we follow them in the pros.
We never forget those guys coming from Central Mass.
I've had people come up and say to me that, you know, we still watch and we're still fans because they can watch on TV.
Has it brought fans to the game? Has it impacted local sports? I hope so. Coaches tell us it has. Certainly our goal is just to cover the game and to really highlight the positive of high school and local college sports.
And we're enjoying what we do, and that I hope that comes across. There's no other place I'd rather be, and there's no other job I'd rather do.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
A 2-alarm fire caused a substantial amount of damage. A carbon monoxide leak in Leicester sent 3 people to the hospital. An Auburn man faces a judge Wednesday in an animal cruelty case. A tractor-trailer fire on the Pike early Tuesday morning.
Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3. Coming up on the Thanksgiving Day Football Frenzy, city rivals square off at the General's Den as Burncoat faces Doherty. It's a South County battle as Shepherd Hill visits Tantasqua. Blackstone Valley rivals face off as Millbury takes on Grafton. And it's one of the state's oldest rivalries when Southbridge visits Bartlett. The Frenzy on Charter TV3. The Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and Bay State Savings Bank.
All right, man of the match time. Before I give out my man of the match, just a tip of the hat to some of the coaches out there. You know, when your team is not having a good year and the players, when it's very tough when you're not having a good year and it's easy to pack it in. I think the coaches have to work extra hard, and these guys did. Tim Griffiths up there at Quabbin, John Haverty at Oxford, and Jeff Parcells at Leicester. It is a lot more difficult for these coaches and for the players when things aren't going your way, and they brought it each and every week. Now, my man of the match. It is Corey LaValle from Tantasqua. The Warriors remain undefeated. They beat a very tough Shepherd Hill team today, and it was LaValle leading the way. He is my man of the match.
My man of the match is Paul Tizzano and the Shrewsbury Colonials in a big win, a must-win against Milford. Tizzano was all over the football field, and he was as advertised. You know, big leader on this team on offense and on defense. The Shrewsbury got a team win this week, and it was a big win, but Paul Tizzano gets my man of the match. Shrewsbury going back to the playoffs.
We're on the poll. We're on the web. We have a poll. There you go. New poll tonight. We are on the web. CharterTV3.com. Log on. We want to hear from you.
And the Friday Night Football Frenzy Playoff Edition. We're back on Tuesday night, 10:30, and again at 11:30, a half hour, talking about the playoffs. Playoffs? Again on Charter TV3. We're just blowing up with the Frenzy. It's like 4 shows the next couple of days.
Yeah, we got Tuesday, we got Thursday, a preview for the Super Bowls. Then Saturday night, we've got a Super Bowl show for the first time all year long. It's all season long. It's going to be great. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the Thanksgiving Day Frenzy Marathon. Kevin Shea and Andy Lacombe.
We always wear suits.
That's a very good point. We're Natalie
Even on
tired.
Thanksgiving.
Go to the meal at Thanksgiving, spill gravy all over our ties, then wear them on the next Monday or Tuesday. You guys know that by now. Yeah. But we have some great games. Battle of the Bridges, I think, of the Leicester, Battle of Breesy Bend, rather. Leicester and Prouty. I'm getting verklempt just thinking about it. And you think of some great last-minute finishes at the old field on Route 9 where they used to play. Then that great finish on the setup for the PAT, and they took it in for 2, and that was the game winner. And just some great memories for all of those teams.
I remember legendary Prouty coach, Coach LeBert, telling me, thanks for picking Leicester. It really fired up our kids to get ready for that Thanksgiving Day matchup. It's always cold on Eugene Hurley Field. No matter, it could be 60 somewhere else. It's cold there. It's a great place to play football.
I picked Uxbridge, and the Northbridge kids never let me forget that as well, chanting, "You picked wrong," and they were right.